So one of the important changes that I had to make to help me deal with this chronic myofascial pain or muscle stiffness was my diet. Turns out that research has been done to show that white flour, sugar, and processed foods like that actually trigger an inflammatory process in the body. So if you've got a condition that already is related to inflammation, the worst thing you can do is eat too much sugar and processed carbs like white breads and pastas and that type of thing. The other thing I discovered was that I was not getting enough protein and not getting enough omega fatty acids, which can combat inflammation. So just to give you an example of the types of things that I tend to eat on a daily basis. So lots of fresh fruit, especially the vegetables though. Vegetables have a lot less sugar in them. They have very high fiber, lots of antioxidants. Green leafies in particular tend to have high levels of magnesium, and magnesium is actually a factor in muscle relaxation. So you can imagine that's important if you've got stiff muscles. I eat, the carbs that I do eat now tend to be unprocessed whole grains. So as an example would be steel cut oats. There would also be barley and quinoa and those types of grains. Not so much processed like you find in bread. Other things would be my trail mix, which is great to satisfy the salty, sweet type cravings. So in mine, I put peanuts, raisins. These are pumpkin seeds as well as sunflower seeds. And I'm allergic to tree nuts, but I am okay with peanuts. So that's my trail mix. But if you can tolerate tree nuts, it's also a better option. These are hemp heart seeds, which contain tons of omega-3 fatty acids. So I sprinkle them on salad and yogurt, anywhere you can sprinkle them. They're great for you. Eat a lot of fish, a lot of salmon in particular. Also tuna, when I need something quick and easy, I just open a can of tuna. Again, lots of omega-3s plus the protein combined. I eat 3 servings of red meat per week, and that's for me because I need the vitamin B12 and the iron. But the one thing I would say though before you start making a lot of changes to your diet is, if you can, consult a nutritionist who deals with sports performance and sports nutrition, because you may or may not consider yourself an athlete, but if you have a musculoskeletal condition and pain and stiffness in your muscles, then you should be eating the way an athlete eats, because they eat for peak performance of muscles, and that's what we need. So, but I can almost assure you that one of the changes that you will be smart to make would be to reduce the intake of sugars and processed carbs like breads and pastas. So I eat a lot of protein, a lot more protein than I used to. Every snack that I take in has a protein component to it so that it doesn't spike my blood sugar up and down, which is another issue with inflammation. And I've also added a number of different supplements that are right for me. Again, this was based on a blood analysis that was done using a nutritionist. So I take an omega-3 supplement 3 times a day. I take extra magnesium offset with calcium. I take some zinc as well as a B complex and a number of other supplements. But this was recommended to me based on my blood results. So there may be some things that are good for everybody, but there may be some that need to be tweaked for you and your specific needs based on your blood work. So, really important to choose the right foods. You always hear you are what you eat, and I really believe it now. It's so true. It was one of the critical changes that I made to on the road to feeling better and moving from debilitation to high performance.